congratulations to the Nigerian Stock Exchange. It has crossed the final Rubicon on its way to become a public liability company as the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Corporate Affairs Commission approved all necessary documentation. And as expected, the Stock Exchange top officials reacted to the news. Take a listen.
The Nigerian capital markets should play a role commensurate with Nigeria's status as Africa's largest economy. At the Nigerian Stock Exchange, we have a vision that the new Nigerian Exchange Group PLC will become the premier exchange hub for Nigerian businesses and for the wider African economy. We are implementing a series of measures towards this goal, demutualization being a critical milestone. The completion of demutualization is truly a significant moment and will welcome the new possibilities that have opened up for us today.
Successful demutualization was one of my fundamental objectives when I assumed the presidency of the exchange. The SEC's decision today to approve the NSE's demutualization plans brings to a successful conclusion an aspiration that was conceived over 19 years ago and included getting the Demutualization Act passed at the National Assembly. We are elated that this milestone has been achieved on the 60th anniversary of the commencement of trading at the exchange and now look forward to the future public listing of its shares. On behalf of the NSE, I would like to warmly thank all those that have worked assiduously to achieve this watershed event on our journey to make the NSE a multifaceted exchange that extends across various markets and geographical regions.
Let's analyze the latest development in the history of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, which now becomes demutualized. As we get outlook from market professionals, Ayodeji Ebo, head of retail investment at Chapel Hill Denham, joins us now to discuss this. Good evening, Ayodeji, and I will say congratulations to all of you who are part of this history-making at the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Is the community of you market professionals excited at the news of this planned demutualization, the final lap of this process?
Yes, thanks, Boasin, and thanks for this. It's really a very cheering time for stockbrokers, for the community, as well as the capital market. If you have been following the demutualization process, it's been on for years, and a lot of even brokers lost hope because of the different postponement in terms of the timeline. But it's really we're really very excited that at last, and this also coincides with the 60th anniversary of when trading began on the exchange. So it's really a landmark achievement, and this really will open the exchange up to a lot of more opportunities. Because if you recall, with the limited before the change of name, you would a lot of the opportunities that are open to the exchange, they could not take advantage of that. Now, when you check, I was looking at their profitability, the top line about 7.7 billion in 2019, and went with a surplus of about 2.7 billion. And because of it was still limited, they could not distribute those earnings. But now, with as a PLC, even for the brokers community, a lot of the brokers have been holding those shares. Now they can trade them even on the OTC, pending when it's also listed. So I believe that it's really a very cheering time for the capital market, and it brings a lot of opportunities, synergies that even the exchange can go into, and they can even raise capital and be able to deepen the market further and come up with more initiatives. So
we now moved into a transition phase. What are you looking to see, Ayodeji, on this transition phase?
I think what would all be expecting now is to see it officially listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. We know, yes, it's the group that will be listed. Nigerian Exchange Group will be listed, but the Nigerian Stock Exchange Limited, we would like to see would like to see the group being listed on the exchange of its subsidiary. And beyond that, we believe that it gives is that flexibility, and because the shares are also in the hands of a lot of investors that also been eager to. One, most people are trying to also ascertain the pricing of what price will the stock be listed, and in terms of the multiples, the right price to sell. But we believe that there are a lot of exciting times that are ahead, and we're looking forward to more innovations from the NSE.
So you're talking about shares listing, valuations, as well as in terms of operations in general. Are you folks looking forward to how you will relate to not just one institution, but you're now relating to about 5 institutions, which is a group of companies?
No, I think they are based on the responsibilities well spelled out. So you have the Nigerian Stock Exchange that has to do with the listing, trading of shares. You have the real estate business, and you also have the one that has to do with regulations. So I think in terms of the objective of each of those companies has been well spelled out. You have the group company would coordinate. So I believe that as brokers will continue to relate especially with the Nigerian Stock Exchange, as well as the regulations, because we know what also guides this market is the regulations. So I think those are the major 2 subsidiaries that maybe brokers will relate more with compared to the real estate business.
Are you market professionals ready for this makeover, changeover, transformation?
Yes, we have been waiting for it, and there's no better time than now. We believe that there's still a lot of opportunities. We were also hoping that we would also see a lot of more innovations. We see Flutterwave trying to do a dual listing, but also when you look at, we know that there's still a bit of gap in terms of investor education. Most of the investors are after dividend, but when you look at companies listed abroad, you see companies that they are in perpetual losses, but once you see those potential growth stocks, people buy them. So we are looking forward to when we'll begin to have companies. Yes, they may be making losses, but when you see those potentials, people can key in and support them to grow. So I believe that there's still a lot of opportunities on how we can deepen the Nigerian stock market.
We thank you so much for your time this evening. Ayodeji Ebo, Head Retail Investments at Chapel Hill Denham. Thank you so much.